Christina, and this is where I talk about productivity, personal development, and routines that make our lives just a little bit more efficient. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to get yourself organized with a planner. It is the new year and everybody wants to reset, recharge, and get their lives on track. And I think it's super important to have the right planner for you. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about the importance of having a planner, as well as showing you different planners that you can use to get your lives on track. So let's get on with the video. All right, so we already know that when you have a to-do list and you check things off, you feel super accomplished. You know what you need to do and you get them done because you have a list. Granted, of course, we also need to look at how we can be efficient with getting our things done, but the first step would be having a list and knowing what you need to do. But why is it so important to write things down? You need to declutter your brain. Your brain needs to focus on what is most important, and having all of these ideas jumbled up clutters it. But if you take that and put it on paper, it cleans out your brain and you're able to express yourself and have it in an area where you know you can go back to those ideas. You can essentially say, okay, I'm taking all of these things, I'm putting them here, and now I can free up space in my mind for something else. And if I need to go back to these ideas, I know that I'm going to have it on paper. I also think that writing down what you need to do the night before or in the morning helps you create a routine of being efficient with what you need to do, and also signals to yourself like, these are the important tasks. This is what I need to focus on. So it really sets your day up, as well as your month and your year, of the important goals. I think having a planner, having things written down, it serves as two purposes. It like declutters your mind because it's on paper, but it also still lives in your subconscious. I do believe that if you write down your goals and kind of like forget about it, your subconscious does not forget because it is now on paper. It has become more real. And in the end, you look like at the end of the year and you say, hey, I accomplished all of these things because you have put it down on paper. Your subconscious will be working towards achieving these goals that you have already said, this is what I want. Planners are super great because it helps you to track a routine. So if you're going into the new year with certain things that you want to change about your lifestyle, for example, if you want to start going to the gym more often, or if you want to start eating healthier or drinking water or reading more, you can set up trackers in your planner, and that will help you get that instant gratification of checking that you did it that day. Like if you're working out, it'll take months before you kind of see some physical changes and you might get discouraged. But that check of I did it gives you that instant gratification that a lot of us need when we're building a habit. So having a tracker in your planner is really useful and will help you to maintain a routine. Another thing about physically having a planner is it's a more creative process. There's more of a connection between your brain and your muscles when you're physically writing. For students, it is important to write notes down because it helps them retain the information and comprehend what they're writing more easily. They're able to have that mind-muscle connection. Sometimes when you're typing, you're just going so fast and you're not even really thinking about what you're saying, but really having to think and form those letters, and even adding like highlighting and coloring makes you more connected to what you're doing. So I do think that writing, physically writing with a pen, is a more creative process, and there's more of a link to what you are doing and what you are saying and putting on paper. So that is why I am a fan of real planners. Not to say that Notion or like notes on your phone isn't useful. I think it's useful for jotting things down, but I think taking time to write down and physically see what you need to do and what your goals are, and then crossing them off, it gives you more of that creative process and creative connection. When you are writing down your gratitude log, that is so powerful when you're writing it by hand, because you're thinking about the things that you're grateful for and you're connecting to it. You're connecting by your muscles and writing things down all the way to your brain. Planners for the win. What else can I say? Probably a lot, but that is a reason that I really love a physical planner. All right, so I already talked about why I think it's great to have a planner. It's gonna organize your life. You're gonna have the mind-body connection. You're gonna be able to write down your goals, track yourself, take out the clutter in your mind. So now I'm super excited. Let's go on to the different types of planners that I think you should get for 2021. So the first type of planner I have are the classic planners. You can get a smaller version, which is great because you can keep it in your bag or your backpack and it doesn't weigh a lot. It is pretty simple because you have the months on the side. You have your monthly spread. I've already colored this one in. This one is older. And then you have a classic days of the week. You can write in the date and then you just write your to-do list. So this can be a simple planner that you can just write the things that you need to do on that day. You can have your monthly spread. You know what's going on in the month. You're seeing far ahead, able to plan far ahead, birthdays, celebrations, essays that are due, appointments. I think it's very important to have a calendar. So this one's super simple. You just have blank pages that you can write notes on in the back. You're able to write any goals, any special events that you need to do, any thoughts. This is one of those classic planners. Now, my method, I use this type of planner. This is an hourly planner. I use this planner in order to set my routines for the day. So for example, I will use different highlight colors to show me the different things I need to do. I always have this propped up on my desk and it tells me 9 o'clock I have class, 10 o'clock I teach a class, 11 I eat lunch, 12 I have another class, at 1:30 I walk the dogs, at 2 o'clock I usually have department meeting. At 4 o'clock I have another after school class that I need to teach. At 5 I go to the gym. At 6 I sometimes read or do some work for my graduate class. And then 8, 9, 10 I might edit a video or watch TV. It's my own kind of relaxing time. But this helps me to set a routine. Then I just have a regular dump notebook, and this is my dump notebook and I'm almost done with it because I use this one on a rapid scale. Like I use it so quickly because every day I'm writing things down on it. So I have a dump notebook and I have my YouTube notebook. So here is a YouTube notebook. If you have a different hobby, you might want to have a notebook to track that. If you want to track fitness, you might want to have a notebook for that. Or if you are into creative writing, you might want a notebook just to do creative writing and have all of your stories there. But you just want to personalize it for yourself, but have ways that you can put things on paper and express yourself. One more thing, I have this mini little I love lists notepad, and this is for students that I need to talk to or have a conversation with. So that's why I like this kind of style, because all I need to do is write names down. But I'll just take a list and then I'll check it off and then I know I've spoken to them. And that's why I keep it here instead of my dump notebook, because I noticed in my dump notebook, it kind of like got, lost in the sauce, but it's something that I don't want to lose. So I have it just right here. And when get yourself a dump notebook system. I love the dump notebook system. There is another Bujo system, but that kind of made me feel nervous because I felt like my spreads always had to be beautiful and I never wanted to make a mistake. And it did take a lot of time and effort to create the whole bullet journaling spread. If you didn't know what Bujo was and you're saying, what is she talking about? I'm talking about bullet journaling. So a couple years back, I did get into bullet journaling, and this is my bullet journal. I do love it. It's beautiful. It's, got the dots on it, just like a regular bullet journal was. And I was into it. I have a whole bag with my supplies, and I would, put beautiful little notes and decorate it and create trackers. I would create new spreads for the new year. I would give myself little drawings of different quotes I like. This is a spread on the books that I've read, but you can see most of them are blank. It's not because I didn't read, it's just that I didn't fill it on this book. So I noticed that I did enjoy the, art of making a bullet journal, but it just was too time consuming. It just took too much time for me and too much effort, and I didn't really pull this out all the time, as opposed to just my dump journal where I can just dump my thoughts, my to-dos. So although I love the bullet journal method and I think people's spreads are amazing, This is one of the spreads that I made when I was in Utah, and like I talked about all the different national parks I went to. I was like really proud of drawing this, but it took so much time and effort, and I felt like I could be doing other things. If you really enjoy drawing and it's therapeutic for you, then I think having your own notebook to do the drawings could be a great idea. And that's, you know, where you would have another notebook to put these things in, but it just was not efficient for me. So the bullet journal method is not efficient for me. I still have this sometimes if I want to do some drawings, but I don't use it on a daily basis. I use that dump notebook on a daily basis. So I have a haul for a couple of new dump notebooks that I'm gonna be using in the new year, and I'm really excited about it because they're actually kind of pretty. I bought this one at Walmart, and it is the classic binded notebook that I like. It says no rain, no flowers, and I love that. It's kind of like no pain, no gain. And although it's pretty, I'm still just gonna use it like a dump notebook, put my to-dos, things I need to do, cross it out, just random thoughts. Here's another dump notebook. I like the binded style because to me it's smaller, but it's also like soft, cute. I think it's cute. And I bought this notebook. It's spiraled. I don't usually use a spiral notebook as a dump notebook. I don't know why, but my spiral notebooks I use more for my YouTube videos. So I don't know if I'll use this as a YouTube notebook or a dump notebook, but I still thought it was cute, and I picked it up. And I have one last notebook to show you, and this one is the Thoughtful Journal. And this is for life goals, mindful thinking, self-development, reflection, and gratitude. I like this because it's not as, you know, daunting as creating your own bullet journal and spread. It just lets you reflect on your day and your week, and it gives you those prompts already. So I'm big into having those prompts already given to me, and if I want to make it cute, I can put little doodles on the side, but I think it could be good for the new year to just help me reflect a little more. So you can see that my method is I like different notebooks for different things. I have that dump notebook for my to-do list. I have my routines notebook. I have my YouTube video notebook, and this is just going to be kind of like a daily gratitude log and to see and track how my moods are and my weeks are going. So I use different journals for different things. Having different notebooks has really been what has helped me stay organized and like get my life on track. Please get a planner for the new year. If it's just a regular, you know, cute notebook that you can just write freestyle on, or if it's like a planner with a calendar and dates, I think either one will help you in organizing yourself and really decluttering your mind, getting your thoughts on paper, and getting you closer to your goals. Well, Sleigh Bells, I hope you enjoyed this organization and planner haul. I hope I gave you some ideas for what to do for the new year with your own organization and planner. So if you like this video, please like this video, subscribe down below for more videos on productivity and organization. I hope you're staying sane and safe, and as always, please keep learning and stay curious. Bye.